What would you do if your passenger wasn't alive? I'm Luis Mendoza. I've driven this cab for 12 years. I've seen drunks, criminals, cheating spouses, but nothing prepared me for her. Because tonight, my fare paid in pesos from 1987. My headlights caught her. A woman in a white dress soaked to the bone. No umbrella, no bag, just staring at me. Where to? I asked. Her voice was a whisper. Panteón Dolores, the old section. I froze. That cemetery closed decades ago. But the meter was running. And in this city, you don't ask questions. I checked the mirror. Her eyes were black, not dark void, like something had scooped them out. Senora, you okay back there? No answer. Just the tap-tap-tap of water dripping from her hair. Then a voice cut through the static. Mendoza, why did you let him die? My blood turned to ice. That was my brother's voice. He'd been dead since '93. She pointed to a crumbling tombstone. You'll find him here tomorrow. I spun around. The back seat was empty. Just a single peso on the seat. Dated the day my brother disappeared. That's when I saw it. On my dashboard cam, I was the only one in the car the whole time. The taxi driver wasn't crazy. The footage proves it. I'm Detective Reina Garza. And this is the case that made me believe in ghosts. The dashcam footage played in grainy black and white. Luis Mendoza's cab, empty back seat, but the meter kept ticking. Then, a woman's whisper from the radio. Reina, you ignored my missing persons report. My blood ran cold. That was my voice. But I never said that. Ricardo Ricky Velez, 19 years old, vanished after hailing a cab in 1987. Just like Luis's last fare. Then I found my own handwriting on the case notes. Witness claims passenger was a woman in white. Case closed. Hallucination. I never wrote that. The old jail logbook lay open. December 3rd, 1987. Officer J. Torres released suspect in Velez case after payment. A voice hissed in my ear. You protected the wrong man. I spun around. Words scratched into the wall. El Adama paid him. Torres, my partner. The corrupt cop. Then the radio blared static, followed by a voice. Garza, your badge won't save you now. And when I looked down, it was my own service weapon that had been cocked. This is the tape the church tried to burn. I am Father Mateo, and what I witnessed was not possession. It was justice. The tape was labeled 1987 Velez case. Do not play. Then, a voice, young, terrified, begging, Padre, she's in the confession booth. She's. A loud bang. Silence. The next voice froze my blood. Official Torres, you took my son's life for 5,000 pesos. Choking sounds. A body hitting the floor. This wasn't an exorcism. It was a murder. Father Mateo's notes read, December 5th, 1987. Torres confessed. The woman in white came for him. Archbishop ordered silence. But one page survived. She is not a demon. She is a mother. Then, the tape's final words. Ricky, Mama is coming. The grave was unmarked, but the dates told the story. Ricardo Velez, 1968 to 1987. Maria Velez, 1945 to 1987. She died the same week as her son. A whisper. No one believed a poor mother until I became a ghost. Then the tape spoke in Luis's voice. Detective, your car is outside. A taxi horn blared, but Luis was in a hospital bed. I was the one who told her where to find them. They call me Dona Esperanza, blind for 30 years. But I've always seen La Dama. And tonight, she's coming for you. Her fingers traced the notches on her walking stick. One for every corrupt man La Dama took. Torres, the priest, the taxi dispatcher who erased records. All gone. I was Ricky's neighbor. I held his mother as she screamed for justice. And when no one listened, I became her eyes. Every full moon, I lit a candle at the crossroads. She'd whisper names to me in Nahuatl. The guilty, the ones who looked away. Then I kept proof, pages torn from Detective Garza's case file. Names circled in what looked like blood. I left them for Reina to find, but the detective was too afraid to see. The truth was carved into my floorboards. Official Juan Torres visited me the night he died, offered me money to stop. I laughed, and La Dama stepped out of my shadow. Now you understand. This was never about ghosts. It's about what happens when the powerless finally answer back. Dona's blind eyes snapped toward the door. Ah, Mijo, you shouldn't have brought the detective here. This ledger killed Official Juan Torres. I'm Detective Reina Garza. And these names? They're why La Dama isn't done yet. Because in Mexico City, the dead keep better records than the living. The ledger's first page read, payments received, 1985 to 1987, 5,000 pesos, case Velez closed, Officer Torres. 10,000 pesos, accident, arranged for witness, Sergeant Mendoza. 20,000 pesos, Archbishop's donation to silence exorcism tapes. Then I saw a new entry, fresh ink. Reina Garza, promotion, 15,000 pesos, for looking away. I never took, I whispered, and then a voice from the dark. But your predecessor did. Every officer who touched this ledger died within a year. Torres, found in a taxi meter running. Mendoza Sr., Luis's father, suicide with his own gun. Archbishop Valdez, drowned in a holy water font. Peso rolled across the floor. Dated 1987. She's not haunting us. She's auditing us. I flipped to the final page. Garza, Reina, cleared. Returned Velez case files to family. 2023. A voice whispered behind me. You're the first to repent. The others, they'll meet La Dama in their back seats, with the meter running. Then the police radio came alive. All units, reports of a white-clad female near Panteón Dolores. Proceed with. The transmission cut to Luis's voice, trembling. Reina, she's in my cab again. You think you know how this ends? You're wrong. I'm Luis Mendoza. 3 nights ago, I picked up a ghost. Tonight, she's picking me. La Dama doesn't want my life. She wants my testimony. The dashboard cam records everything. My shaking hands gripping the wheel. The backseat reflection of a woman braiding a child's hair. The glove compartment popping open to reveal my father's police badge. Names begin to appear on my arm in ink. Torres, Mendoza Sr. Valdez. She's giving me the list, I whisper. The ones who died silent deaths. A child's voice urges me. Tell them about the money in the walls. My phone records my voice, breaking with tears. My father took hush money. The night Ricky disappeared, he was the backup officer. There's 250,000 pesos hidden behind our bathroom tiles. Blood money from 8 missing kids. I choke as the truth spills out. No suicide. Torres shot him when he wanted to confess. The taxi swerves. Headlights reveal a pale hand pointing toward the cemetery gates. At Ricky's unmarked grave, I fall to my knees, pressing my father's badge into the dirt. I name them all. Torres, my father, the Archbishop, the dispatcher who erased the logs. Then silence. The taxi's meter stops at 87 pesos. The year Ricky died. The most terrifying thing? Realizing the monster wasn't the ghost. It was the men who made her one. They're calling it the ghost trial. Corrupt cops linked to 8 missing persons cases. A taxi driver's confession reopens the 1987 Velez case. Mysterious sightings of a woman in white suddenly cease. I'm Luis Mendoza. 3 months ago, I met a ghost and became the living proof that justice never dies. The evidence unfolds like a horror story. The wall money, 1.2 million pesos hidden behind my bathroom tiles. Each bundle marked with a victim's initials. The ledger, its blood-stained pages matching 7 of the 8 missing victims. The tape, Father Mateo's exorcism recording, admitted as a deathbed confession. The courtroom projector plays the dashcam footage. La Dama's reflection, clearly visible. Detective Garza's voice shakes. This footage proves Official Torres was murdered, by someone already dead. At Panteón Dolores, now restored by the city, I place 8 white roses on Ricky's grave, finally marked with his full name. Ricardo Alejandro Velez, 1968 to 1987. Beloved son, finally at peace. Dona Esperanza whispers, she's gone. The ledger is balanced. A child's laughter echoes, then fades. La Dama spared me for one reason. I was the first to speak the whole truth. I broke the silence, and that's why I'm alive. The news spreads across Mexico. Graves receive names. Corrupt cops are sentenced. Detective Garza pins her badge to Ricky's memorial, then resigns to become a victim's advocate. Dona Esperanza smiles as the city installs a monument with all 8 names. And I drive my taxi past the courthouse, backseat empty, meter finally at rest. The most terrifying thing? Realizing some ghosts are the good guys. Subscribe to the Veil of Secrets, because sometimes even ghosts can be the good guys. In memory of all desaparecidos. La Dama's work is done, but ours isn't.